that carry those radiosondes. And what we're starting to see is that the quality of the forecasts is becoming degraded.
I told you this was going to happen when we first got the news that Elon Musk and Doge broke in to NOAA and the National Weather Service. In fact, I'm a bit of a nerd and a dork myself. I like watching the Weather Channel. I've literally turned into my father. Like, he used to watch the Golf Channel and the Weather Channel. That's what I watch. I watch Golf Channel, Weather Channel, and then, like, basketball when it's on. It's a shame. It's crazy how you just, like, become your parents. But anyway, I warned you that this was going to happen, and there were some weather YouTubers who I watch. Ryan Hall, for example, and others. And they were saying, these are not partisan people. These aren't even political people. They were sounding the alarm and saying, with what Elon and Doge are doing, we are just going to have objectively worse weather forecasts. We're throwing it back to a more primitive era, a more primitive age, where we don't actually know everything that's happening. We don't actually have real-time data in every way we need it, right? And we've already seen the impact of this. What was it, in Kentucky or Missouri? There was horrible example of you had a tornado that had touched down and was doing insane damage. The proper warning system didn't kick into place because they released fewer weather balloons. They didn't have all the information that they needed. We've already seen that. It was, 27 people or something like that died, all directly because of Elon's cuts to NOAA and the National Weather Service. The world's richest man, billionaire robber baron, hacks into our government, steals everybody's data from the Treasury, deletes whatever programs he wants to delete, underfunds whatever programs he wants to underfund, totally illegally, destroys the National Weather Service. Now here we are. Here you have a weatherman saying, look, we know the forecast really well. I could tell you last time, Hurricane Dorian, it was going to turn. Everybody thought it was going to come straight from Florida. It's going to turn. We know it's going to turn. We have the data. We have the information. We know what's going to happen. We forecast these things. We do science. We do it right. Now he's like, I'm not going to know the next time, because we don't have enough weather balloons. We don't have enough staffers for the National Weather Service. This is not debatable. This is just what's happening. In the same way, we are short 3,000 air traffic controllers. 90% of air towers are short-staffed right now. By the way, shocker, 7 plane crashes under Trump with these cuts and with the hiring freeze. This is what happens when you don't care about your government. When you have this dogmatic ideological mindset, government bad. Apparently government's bad for everybody except Elon, because he gets to take $8 million a day in tax money. He gets $38 billion in subsidies. But everybody else, all the social safety net programs, the regulatory bodies, the administrative bodies, cut. This is what that looks like, y'all. This is what that looks like. Shitty weather forecasts, inaccurate weather forecasts. Don't take it from me. Take from the guy who's been doing this for over 3 decades, telling you straight up what's happening. And so that's what they did. They are destroying this government. That's what they're doing. And people might not realize it in the moment, but over time, there will be an awakening. Because you look around and you go, hold on now. You cut pediatric cancer research. Why the fuck did you do that? You cut Meals on Wheels. Why would you do that? You want senior citizens who are starving? Why'd you cut the CFPB, the anti-scam police? Why'd you cut the nuclear safety officials, including the top guy who you had to beg to come back? Why'd you slash FEMA? Why is Trump saying we want to abolish FEMA and turn it over to the states when he knows the states can't handle disaster relief on this level because they don't have the funding? Why did you fire 83,000 veterans? Why did you destroy the Department of Education? Why did you cut half the Social Security offices? Why did you fire 250,000 public workers? Why did you fire the food safety inspectors and now we don't have routine food safety inspections? Why are you doing all that? And to his point, you took a sledgehammer to academic research in this country, medicinal research in this country. You're saying no more foreign students allowed in when a lot of the research, a lot of the development does come from the best and the brightest from around the world coming to universities here. Now you're making us a pariah and you're underfunding the universities and you're waging a war on the universities. These things have long-term consequences, long-term. And we're beginning to see them now. That should have sent a chill up your spine, bro. It really should have. Here you have a meteorologist, an expert, been doing this for 3 decades, and he's telling you, our forecasts are going to suck now. Like, we don't have as much detailed information. And so, is the tornado coming towards you? I don't know. Is the alarm going to go off? I don't know. Is the hurricane going to turn? I don't know. How many more people are going to stay behind now and not evacuate if the information's not up to date and people don't know? And how many people are going to die because of that? Like I said, we already had over 20 deaths because of the exact same thing that happened with the tornadoes. Not only is this bad policy, as I said, these are criminals who enacted these policies. The way the system works, we have power of the purse. That's what Congress has. They decide where our tax money is spent. Then it goes to the president's desk. If the president signs it, that's it. That money is allocated for something. That's where it goes. End of debate, end of discussion. We're done here. That's how it works. The only thing is maybe an inspector general, if there's some actual fraud, can step in and take care of that. But outside, that's it. But no, we had Elon Musk, the world's wealthiest billionaire robber baron, hack into our government, delete whatever he wanted to delete, underfund whatever he wanted to underfund, eliminate whatever he wanted to eliminate, and now we're dealing with the fallout. Prison. I can't say clear enough. Prison. Unless you want to lay the precedent and keep it there, so now anytime any new president gets elected, his favorite wealthy asshole can come in and just axe whatever government money he wants. Right? I don't want to fund this thing. I don't like food stamps. Gone. Is that the world you want to live in? Certainly not the world I want to live in. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.